Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very interesting news where Sony did a really big mess up. Now, I'm going to be interchanging the word Sony over here because it's actually one of Sony's subsidiaries, just for a little heads up for it, but basically it's a company that Sony owns, and they actually had a really bad mess up and kind of gave promotion over here to an AI art, so basically an art that was made within about 2 seconds, and well, the community is upset, I think a lot of folks are upset, and a lot of artists obviously are very upset too. Now, I'm always been someone who's kind of been a big fan of, well, art kind of matters a lot. There's a lot of, like, I don't know, just emotion. Like, you actually have to physically put in the time, effort to learn how to draw, and also it takes time to make this stuff. And I've always just been a big person when it comes to art, like my Twitch emotes or even my YouTube stuff, which we're making cool branding sets on YouTube very soon. All that, it just kind of means a lot to me. And I think a lot of people who do fan art or try to care about games or make YouTube videos or whatever can probably go and appreciate on how much effort it is to make something good. And that's why a lot of this company is going to be under the dog a little bit over here today. So we're going to talk about this story as of now. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow. We have the Target links, Amazon links, and everything else in between. Make sure you guys check out the PlayStation consoles on Amazon. And let's dive into the news. So the one kind of big Sony, like I said, it's a subsidiary. It's more so on the Destiny 2. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys know about Destiny 2 or have played it. I know myself, a lot of my buds are very into the game itself. And well, they do a lot of interesting things with the community when it puts to emblems. They do things for charity. And they also like to go and highlight creators in their community, whether it comes for art and fan art or maybe for streamers who are very helpful. They usually have a very good community focus, and it kind of helps folks out there, you know, to kind of see people in the community and meet people and join the communities they like. Some people like art, some people like games, some people like streaming, or some people just like watching YouTube videos like lore, like my buddy Bife. So this is why a lot of folks were kind of upset, because AI art, as I mentioned, you can basically make AI art in seconds. They have like things like Mid-Journey, you type in a prompt where it's like spaceman, cool, Destiny, sci-fi theme or whatever, and then it would come up and make an out-based picture with this. And obviously artists don't like this because this basically means that anyone who took time and effort into making art, well, they're getting copied. Like basically they'll have like elements of their art that's just on Google or on Imager or whatever it may be. And then it goes and gets reposted into like a huge database of just art everywhere. And well, then it gets just remade into like just a weird Frankenstein mess that still looks cool, but it's not like original art. And that's what happened with this one, and people are upset. This is an actual article here from Paul, who's very involved in the Destiny community, saying, I feel the Web3, Metaverse, and NFT era was one kind of a new tech problem, one that could be safely blocked off and labeled as lame by an overwhelming majority of people and safely ignored. But AI feels different, and that's when it becomes an explosion of practical use cases that have people debating its morality, ethics, and legality. And I'm kind of with that. Like, I think AI is cool, and I think there's a use case for it, but I do kind of feel like sometimes when it's like in competitions, like let's say you imagine go to a $5,000 art competition, and what you did is you submitted an AI prompt that took you about 5 seconds to go think of and make and print out or whatever for someone who spent hundreds of hours on artwork itself. Yeah, that's probably rude if you also win. So they basically talk about AI to use like 8th grade essays that can fool teachers, but now in the Destiny community, which is basically, you know, as you guys know, PlayStation owns Destiny right now, community ran into a situation where a piece of AI art actually won one of the slots in Bungie's Art of the Week contest in the TWAB. So basically the TWAB is just like their weekly like highlight and showcase thing. It's something that many artists try to win, as it's both number one, neat, because then people in the community can see the art, they can like it, but as well, you also get a special emblem in the game that basically shows that you are an artist, but as well, you also probably will get a lot more followers. Like some people do art and do commissions and special drawings or, you know, UI, UX, whatever, for their job. And that also gets more promotion with that. They get a few extra 1,000 followers. And it's also people who are familiar with your art style. So like a sci-fi, futuristic, or whatever it may be. And I do think that is, well, kind of cool. So good stuff with that. So, and that's kind of crazy because this right now is called out. And it got a lot of heat in the Destiny community. A lot of folks are not happy with this. A lot of folks are not cool with this. And they basically saw this, where it said this art of the week is this Guardian rendition over here. Which I will say, it looks cool. But you can kind of tell like some of the AI elements. Like funny enough, some of the AI things you can, typically the big thing is always in the fingers or like very specific shapes. And if you guys have played Destiny, it has like that Destiny vibe. but it doesn't really feel like a Destiny character. It almost kind of feels like a mixture of multiple Destiny characters. So they even had people go and mention and comment saying, to be honest, it was kind of obvious your art was AI generated. You didn't make the art in that case. A machine did by stealing other people's works. Hope you get this. Hope you get it on this account. And they also had a response saying, whoa, I just thought the picture was really neat, so I posted on the creations page. I'll take the post down too as well. So yeah, a lot of folks are kind of I don't know, just kind of rough, kind of mad. Like some people are not happy with this too as well. And there's always the big debate when it comes to AI and all that type of stuff, because it's at the same time, it's like it is a mixture of a bunch of different art. Like it's not just one person making this or an AI thing. It's literally art that was already made on other various websites or imagers or whatever, Reddits, whatever it might be, even like proper websites, and that's why they're still there. Actually, I just realized my cam just died at this one. Well, there goes that one. Kind of knows some of that. Anyway, so when it comes to that stuff, we see all the art. And as we see the art kind of going through, like, it's not theirs. Like, they really didn't spend much time, money, or effort into it. And a lot of folks are upset about it. And I think kind of somewhat rightfully so. Because people who put hours upon hours upon hours of work, well, guess what? They didn't win. They don't get promotion. They don't get people seeing their art. And, like, a lot of the time, people just do it in their spare time, and they just want people to enjoy it. They want people to talk about it. Like, why would you make something and you don't want someone to go and see it? So basically, for all this wouldn't happen over here, too. They basically said that the community managers are probably responsible for more so probably just seeing a cool piece of art. And we're like, yeah, I like this vibe, let's go for it. They should win one of the slots too as well. And they probably didn't know as AI art too to kind of give them like a little bit of a defense. Because I mean, like, it's number one, it's hard because it is proper art. And number two, it's still kind of a more newer thing. So not everyone's as familiar with it. Not everyone's like, watching it. Not everyone's an artist themselves. Like they might just have a normal job. Like they might be a community manager. They just might just talk to people, make sure things are going good. Like, see the community reception, everything all in between. And I guess that's why it's kind of okay. But basically, artists or people familiar with hallmarks of AI art can spot the difference. However, in this case, it's kind of weird that it's not really even, like they're even saying, not really actually like a Destiny Guardian. So I mean, it's cool, it's a similar vibe. They say it has a hood like the Hunter class, but then its entirely getup is just sort of like a generic sci-fi rather than something from like a Destiny, like a specific Destiny like robe or character thing or whatever. Also, they said they play with that tech enough to know that when you type in prompts like sci-fi, you get the AI always trying to put astronaut-like backpacks on people, because they kind of associate that with like space, with science fiction, with everything in between, which I think makes a lot of sense, in my mind. As well, they also did have the weird hands, dude. And I don't know why. If you guys have seen, there's been some kind of viral AI tweets and like messages and pictures. They have like 7 fingers sometimes. We don't really know why AI always has issues with fingers. Funny that this one didn't do fine, but it's always like it's like one of those weird things like that. And I think people always say, sometimes, I don't know, like leg positioning, like their body fluctuations. I hear that a lot too. So basically, the hand always looks weird as well. So basically, you guys can see, like, even people are upset. Like, people are like, hey, I'm really upset over here with Bungie. Like, look at this. Anyways, feel free to share and tag your real artist friends to share their real Destiny artwork here. I'll start. Here are some of my personal favorite pieces that I worked on. And you can kind of tell that, like, this is Destiny vibe. Like, you see the little ghost, you see the little guardian, you see all the character, the model. Like, this, if you show me this, I'd be like, oh, is that like Destiny? Like, you see the weaponry kind of looks very Destiny-esque. Just everything about it is like just very, I'm not sure how many guys even play Destiny that are on my channel. I just know it's a PlayStation game and console game. But like, you can tell, like, if you show me this, I'd be like, oh, is that like a Destiny artwork? Because it has its style, it has its flow and everything with that. But like I said, people are getting upset. Like, actual artists who have spent time and effort into this stuff are like, bro, what's supposed to be going on? And there has been a lot of debate on this too. And I'm kind of curious on your thoughts and comments down below, because some folks are like, well, is it really a big deal? Like, the art piece at the end looked kind of cool. It's like the same thing for like tracing art or using template art or whatever it might be. And some folks are like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I mean, yeah, why not? It's just, if it looks nice, shouldn't that be what matters at the end of the day? And also some folks saying AI can have humanity too. I don't know about that one. I'm not sure about that at the end of the day. So I'm kind of on the viewpoint, if you guys care, it's like not really the biggest deal. I think it's useful. Like, I think this AI tech is very nifty at the end of the day, mainly because like you could do stuff with a ChatGPT, you could do stuff with like coding, you do stuff with like artwork and everything in between. But I'm not really a big fan of people trying to profit it or like use it for these types of extraneous situations. Because like an art contest is more focused on someone putting the effort and having the original idea and focus, rather than someone crawling the internet in a bunch of different ways and kind of going from there. So I want to hear your thoughts. Like I said, I think the person, actually, funny enough, respectfully, I think did just go on the side and say, hey, I'll just go take it down. Awesome. Like, I think that's almost like the person took accountability. They kind of didn't know, like, the gravity, I guess, of the situation. And they took the steps, and they made sure it's all good. We got to give some good props for that one. But yeah, I think some folks definitely just wish that they could have won. I mean, I kind of get it. Like, if you work hard on some art and you want people to see it, well, you kind of hope that people are going to go see it. So I would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. It does kind of seem like PlayStation messed up just a little bit on this AI, let's be honest. And yeah, just make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow. We also have the Target links and Amazon links are currently up in stock too as well. If you guys do want to go check those on out, they're up and available, I think, 24/7 on Amazon. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.